Good morning, and this is Elaine here at Lifestyle and the Garden. And as you can see, I'm showing you my beautiful sign. We're gardening here in Zone 7B, 8A in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'll start off today's garden experience with my sign that I got when I went to the Hershey Park RV show. So we are, as I told my husband, we're official in the garden. So that's my sign. Also, this is the hydrangea that was spilling over on the terrace, and I did some cuttings. So let me just show you my little surprise. I had a plant, and I said, it might look a little better in the pot. And I said, you know what, I don't think those things are growing. And I came to rip these things out, the cuttings out of the pot. And I was surprised to find a shoot. So I am just happy that, as I say, if it grows, it grows. Hydrangeas are very expensive. They can be upwards of, say, $29, $30, depends on where you are. So I was so happy for my little shoot. There were 3 cuttings, I think 4. That one didn't make it. So there's still 3 more. So I said, you know what? Let them stay in the pot, because I was just going to pull these out and plant something else in this cute little pot that I have. So that was the surprise I got. Also, I had gotten 2 Lucky Lots Abelia, and I was in the process of planting them. I'm like, oops, let me go grab the camera. So grab the camera and about to head back to that spot. Also, just to give you a little glance at the pretties that are still up in the garden. Not much to show. This is the extended lily bed with a fountain, etc. But the marigolds, I tell you, they do not disappoint. I had whacked a good portion of this one off because it was covering up the dahlia and the other hydrangea back there, and also the aster. So the aster is still in bloom. It's a nice purple. The rabbits, the bunnies have really took it for a salad bar. And there were branches that broke off. We had a little freak storm. And I tucked them over here. And look at these. These were parts that were broken off those 2 big plants. There's another one in the back. And I just love the color on this marigold. From afar, like, I always get compliments from my neighbor. They say, your garden looks beautiful. What is that orange plant? What is that orange flower? So, this is really one of the showstopper in my garden whenever it comes to that time when the daylilies are done and there's nothing else back there. So I still have a blanket flower hiding over there. And then this one is supposed to be that reddish kind of salvia. So it is still doing good. I've cleaned out the water fountain. There were leaves and everything. I want to get the top and my little lady off so I can look at the pump, because I think we might have some sediments in the pump. It's not pushing the water like it did before, and I was telling my husband I think it might be clogged. So I want to go ahead and clean that up. Also at the base, I want to get the lemon coral sedum, that one. So I'm just going to divide it a little bit. There's tiny little pieces that I kind of put around, but I don't think they're gonna, catch on the way I want them to right now. So I'll add some more. And the plan is for it to cover the base that I have the fountain on. So that's the plan for that. The bunnies, everything is digging underneath this deutzia. I have to be, stumping. I've come out and covered a couple holes and fill a few holes, but they just keep going underneath it. And I don't know if it's because of shock. I really didn't get any bloom, and this is a beautiful pink. So I guess I'll have to wait till next year. And I did get a light for the fountain. I can have different colors. I know that red, green, blue, purple. I was playing with it the other night, so those are some of the colors that I see. Still haven't really played with it that much. It's solar, so I have that shining up on the fountain. So not much going on in the garden. The main thing, I had gotten the Abelias, and those are what I was about to put in the ground. They're the Lucky Lots Abelia. So I was planning originally to keep them in a pot. They have beautiful blooms. Nice little white. Nothing in the throats. They're just pure white. And it's a Monrovia Lucky Lots Abelia. You have a little. It's a windy morning. I got these on sale at Lowe's, so I got it off. I think it was half off, and these was roughly $10. And they said it would grow 4 to 4.5 feet tall and wide. So I want to get these in the ground. This one, I came out this morning and this was, over in the yard, and I'm like, even though they're on sale, I'm not planning on losing these. And they're aromatic, smells awesome. So, butterfly bush, Abelia, and that's the plan. Hopefully, they'll, not really privacy, because they might be just a little bit taller than the butterfly bush. I think this is the second year. Is it? Second or first year of the butterfly bush. And I don't trim it. I don't do anything to it. I just let it do its thing. So the euonymus is a monster. I really don't want anything to get that big. That serves its purpose right there. And I'll get my husband to even out the top and, give it a nice little shape. So for these, the 4 feet is just ideal for this little area coming up the driveway. And it's beside a light pole too, so you don't really want anything too high. And as I said, those beautiful, dainty little flowers, I love those, and it's fragrant. So it would just give a nice little look and presentation to this side of the garden coming up the driveway. So today I'm going to get these in the ground. I don't want any damage to come to these. I don't want to lose them. So the plan is to get them in the ground right now. So that's what we're going to do. Come along with me. And I must apologize. There's some work going on in my area. They're laying some pipes. And it's actually right outside my gate. So from time to time, you'll hear noise, machinery, vehicles, because they have their flaggers out there too. And, some people just don't want to wait. So there's going to be a little bit of that. So for now, let's get these 2 Abelias in the ground. And my soil is kind of clay soil, but it's not bad. It does have some mixture in it, as you can see, but it will hold some water. Nice rock. I have some of that black cow manure. I'm just going to add a little bit to the hole. I don't want to plant it too deep. And what I do with these parts of the soil that has some grass, there are parts in my yard that I need to fill out, like some of these holes back here, and I'll tend to just bring them over there, get as much of the weeds out, and then just stomp them in the ground. You know me, I'm always trying stuff. I'm not a seasoned gardener like some people. I'm just somebody who likes pretty things, and you know, this is the reason why I do this. Document it, try to take you along with me, and we can learn together. Maybe I can inspire you to have a garden, have a planter box, start planting some from a fruit or vegetable, or even to plant a tree, or just to enjoy pretty flowers. So whatever it is that you fancy. So I'm just using some of the soil I got out of the hole. You know, this plant is gonna have to adapt to this yard. And I'm one to love to leave my tags, because sometimes I do forget, and also I'm not sure if this is deciduous and will lose its leaf. Let's see if it says anything like that. Dramatic foliage, multi-season beauty. It's a large leaf Abelia with stable variegation that holds its color from spring to winter. Sweetly scented, white flowers add to its charm in summer. Fantastic small shrub for use in foundation planting and as a low hedge. So this is also good. It's also good in a container. So it's partial to full sun, and definitely it will get full sun out here. It says water when the topsoil is dry. So I'll just water it in for now and give it a little water since we're just getting it in. Hardiness zone, zone 7 to 9. Okay. And average size, moderate growing, reaches 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. So, yeah, we look forward to this Lucky Lots Abelia. Give it a little stomp, firming it in there. Not setting it in stone, but this is a season where little animals love to dig. So not leaving it too loosely where they can have all the fun they want. Got to give them a little trouble to do that. So, Lucky Lots Abelia 1 in. And I had this little piece of cardboard I stuck around because I have one guy, when he uses the weed, I tell him, do not go near my plants. So I put that there. I guess I'll put a couple stones on it. But also, I want to keep these weeds, the grass. Oh, there's weeds in there too. But I want to keep the grass down. Probably put some mulch around that. And eventually, I'll kind of do that. And that's what we want. So, Lucky Lots Abelia. Might blow away, but that's fine. So over to the second one. We'll just do it right here on the mound. Don't want it too close to that. So by the time it gets here, that should be getting to its mature size. And we leave a little room if it gets a little bit bigger. Because you know these plants will do differently than what the tag says. Ooh, another rock. I started to collect these rocks. They look nice on top of the pots. And sometimes too, just like this. Rocks are very expensive, so when I find them, I save them. Sometimes I'll have the bigger pots that I get the plants in just around the yard, and whenever I find one, I'll just throw it in there. And from time to time, I'll bring them to wherever I wanted to use them. And I have to be careful how I dig as well. It's a piece of pottery. It's amazing the stuff you find. It's like an archaeological site. When I hit anything, I try to figure out what it is before I go forward. Because I think our water main is up in there, and I don't know if it comes, anywhere up here, so I don't want to get myself in that kind of trouble. It's gonna be some serious expensive trouble. And these are small plants, so I don't need a crazily huge hole. So we're gonna work some of this manure and some garden soil into this hole. Take these to my little area that I'm filling. Oh, Jesus. Okay, got stuff blowing all over the place. It is a windy morning. I think I did not move this camera around. Okay. So we'll just clean up our little area, stump it in a little bit, and our 2 Abelias. Try not to cover the foliage. And that's my Lucky Lots Abelia. Can you imagine what this looked like? Nice, big, and round with those little white flowers on it. Ooh, I can see it already. So I'll just clean up. I go to work later. But this is a very productive day for me. Every day, sometimes, there's one thing I would love to do, or one thing I want to get done. And when I get that done, it's always a productive day for me. So, this is good. It is a nice, cool day, but after watering anything, after planting anything, I love to get a little water in there. Oops. I'll give it a little drink. And I'll continue to give it a little drink until, it's winter, frost, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll have this to enjoy next year. So I'm happy at how this turned out. It's been a real productive morning. At least I got 2 things done. Over the weekend, Hubs did the signs and got them in the garden for me. So that's one Abelia. And that's our other Abelia. So thank you for watching. Thanks for coming out in the garden with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in our next video. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.